Hello boys and girls, it's autumn time in the kingdom of Hullabaloo. I just love the autumn. It's the time of year when all the leaves on the trees turn lots of special colours, like red, orange, yellow and brown, and then those autumn leaves come tumbling down. I have a special song I like to sing about it, boys and girls. Perhaps you could all help me. Hold up the branches of your big tall trees, and we'll all sing together. Autumn leaves are falling down, falling down, falling down. Autumn leaves are falling down on the ground. Use a brush to sweep them up, sweep them up, sweep them up. Use a brush to sweep them up off the ground. In the autumn time, everyone, harvest has arrived. Autumn is the time of year when we like to celebrate a happy harvest. And it's also the time of year when things start to get a little bit spooky. Boo! That's right, everyone. It's nearly time for Halloween. Oh, I love Halloween. And Halloween doesn't have to be scary, no. Why? Boys and girls, Halloween can be lots and lots of fun. We can dress up in lovely costumes and go trick-or-treating. Do you like trick-or-treating, boys and girls? Well, I know two little friends of mine that do. It's Jingles the Jester and Bobbin Bear. Jingles the Jester and Bobbin the Bear like to go trick-or-treating, boys and girls. And speaking of treats, would you like to hear a story? You would. Boys and girls, would you like to hear an autumn story all about Halloween? Brilliant. Well, let's begin. Does anybody know what the word enormous means? If something is enormous, it means it's really, really, really big. Let's begin. Once upon a time, it was autumn on the fairy tale farm. Jingles the Jester and Bobbin the Bear went to go and visit Cousin Wendell at the pumpkin patch. Cousin Wendell is the farmer, and he had just finished picking lots of fruit and vegetables for the happy harvest celebration. But Bobbin and Wendell went to the pumpkin patch. But that day, the little pumpkin seed he had planted had not grown at all. Oh dear, Cousin Wendell, what are we going to do? Don't worry, Jingles and Bobbin know of a very special friend in the kingdom that might be able to help. We can call for the wise old wizard, Sir Dream-a-Lot. If anyone at all can help, then he'll know what to do. He's the magical wizard in the kingdom of Hullabaloo. I'll get my magic hat to call for him, boys and girls. Dream a little, dream a lot, come to help Sir Dream-a-Lot. At that very moment there appeared Sir Dream-a-Lot the wizard with his long white beard. Oh, hello everyone. My name is Sir Dream-a-Lot, the magical wizard of Hullabaloo. Why, I see you've got a little bit of a problem. Well, don't worry, I can help make the pumpkin grow. If anyone at all could help, then he'd know what to do. The wise old wizard, Sir Dream-a-Lot, has a little pumpkin spell, everyone. Just one little wave of my pumpkin spell shall make everything work out well. All right, boys and girls, let's say the magic. Oh, but just wait 1 moment, said the wizard. Why, remember, only use a little tiny bit of magic. Because if you were to use too much magic, why, that would be very, very bothersome indeed. Oh, boys and girls, remember, just a little bit of magic. Come on, everyone. Let's all say the magic spell together to help make the pumpkin grow. Say, starlight, starlight, star bright, star bright. Make the pumpkin grow tonight, grow tonight. And we'll sprinkle a little bit of magic. There, perfect. But also in the pumpkin patch that day was a naughty, silly little girl who loved to play. With her messy green hair and her curled up toes, her little snaggle tooth and her turned up nose. Oh no, everyone, it's naughty Troublina and her black cat, Mischief. Troublina and Mischief stole Sir Dreamalot's magic wand. She laughed and she danced and she twirled all around and sprinkled lots and lots and lots of magic over the ground. Oh no, Troublina, stop! It's too much magic! And that night, with all the pumpkin magic, what do you know? An enormous pumpkin began to grow. It grew and it grew bigger all through the night. When next morning came, what a sight! It was an enormous pumpkin! When next morning came, what a surprise! Cousin Wendell couldn't believe his eyes! Cousin Wendell pulled the pumpkin, and he began to shout, out, pumpkin, out, out, out! Heave ho! Heave ho! Heave ho! But the pumpkin said, no. Bobbin Bear said, I'll help Wendell. Bobbin Bear pulled Cousin Wendell, and Cousin Wendell pulled the pumpkin, and they both began to shout, out, pumpkin, out, out, out! Heave ho! Heave ho! Heave ho! But the pumpkin said, no. Bobbin the Bear went to get Jingles the Jester. Jingles the Jester pulled Bobbin the Bear, and Bobbin the Bear pulled Cousin Wendell, and Cousin Wendell pulled the pumpkin, and they all began to shout, out, pumpkin, out, out, out! Heave ho! Heave ho! Heave ho! But the pumpkin still said no. Oh dear, boys and girls, I don't think we'll ever get that pumpkin out. Just then, Dotty the cook arrived. Hello, everyone, she said. Oh my goodness, what an enormous pumpkin! I could make a really special pumpkin pie with that one. There's just one problem, Dotty. We can't pull the pumpkin out. Please, will you help us? Oh, of course I will, said Dotty. So Dotty the cook pulled Jingles the Jester, and Jingles the Jester pulled Bobbin the Bear, and Bobbin the Bear pulled Cousin Wendell, and Cousin Wendell pulled the pumpkin, and they all began to shout, out, pumpkin, out, out, out! Heave ho! Heave ho! Heave ho! But the pumpkin said no. Oh dear, I don't think we'll ever get this pumpkin out, said Dotty. But just then, Dotty's little kitchen helper, Sprinkles the Mouse, arrived. Sprinkles the Mouse always helped Dotty do her baking. Why, one day when she was cooking, some rainbow sprinkles fell in his hat. They're still there to this day, so that's why Dotty called him that. Sprinkles the Mouse said, I will help you, Dotty. Sprinkles the Mouse pulled Dotty the cook. Dotty the cook pulled Jingles the Jester. Jingles the Jester pulled Bobbin the Bear. Bobbin the Bear pulled Cousin Wendell. Cousin Wendell pulled the pumpkin, and they all began to shout, out, pumpkin, out, out, out! Heave ho! Heave ho! Heave ho! But the pumpkin still said no. Just then, Sprinkles had an idea. Dotty, why don't we go and ask Snarly the Dragon to help? Snarly is the biggest friend in the kingdom of Hullabaloo. Snarly the Dragon was indeed big and strong, boys and girls, but there's just one problem. Snarly the Dragon is very, very shy. He's afraid of everything. He's afraid of his own shadow. He's afraid of pumpkins too. Why, I'm even afraid that he might be scared of you. But Dotty had an idea. Snarly might help us if we take him some of my famous Dragon's Delight. Just so happens I made a pot this morning. Off they went to see Snarly in his dragon's cave. Oh, please help us, Snarly. We'll give you the Dragon's Delight, they said, if you can be brave. When Snarly smelt the yummy dragon's delight, he agreed to help. Snarly the big strong dragon came to the pumpkin patch. Snarly the dragon pulled Sprinkles the mouse. Sprinkles the mouse pulled Dotty the cook. Dotty the cook pulled Jingles the jester. Jingles the jester pulled Bobbin the bear. Bobbin the bear pulled Cousin Wendell, and they all began to shout, out, pumpkin, out, out, out. Heave ho, heave ho, heave ho, but the pumpkin still said no. Oh dear, everyone. Everybody was tired. Oh, what are we going to do? We'll never get that pumpkin out. But all of a sudden, there came a little tiny voice. The voice was so small and quiet, it had no need to shout. It said, I will help you. I will help you pull the pumpkin out. Who said that? Everybody looked around. They couldn't see who was talking. It's me, up here. It was the Incy Wincy Spider. Everybody thought, but surely a little spider is so small. Why, Incy Wincy, your little arms and legs are so puny and so small. I don't think a little spider would be any help at all. But just then, everybody realized, of course, if we all work together, perhaps Incy Wincy might be just the little extra bit of help we need. Come on, Incy Wincy, you can try too. And so, the Incy Wincy Spider pulled Snarly the great big dragon, and the dragon pulled Sprinkles the mouse, and the mouse pulled Dotty the cook, and the cook pulled Jingles the jester. Jingles the jester pulled Bobbin the bear, and Bobbin the bear pulled Cousin Wendell, and Cousin Wendell pulled the pumpkin, and they all began to shout, out, pumpkin, out, out, out. Heave ho, heave ho, heave ho, and the pumpkin said, here I go. And that pumpkin popped right out. Boop! Everybody cheered. Hip hip hooray! Oops! Oh no! Oh dear! But that enormous pumpkin began to roll away. It rolled and it rolled all the way down the hill, faster and faster. Oh dear! Troublina, look out! Splat! Uh-oh. That enormous pumpkin crushed Troublina the witch flat. Oh no! Troublina was covered in pumpkin. Yuck, she said. I hate pumpkins. And off she went. Maybe that will teach naughty Troublina and Mischief not to get up to their old tricks in future. No pumpkin pie for her. Oh, speaking of pumpkin pie, Dotty had the most wonderful idea. Come on, everyone. Let's go back to my kitchen and I'll make us all our pumpkin pie. And of course, Incy Wincy Spider, you can come along too. And so, all the little Hullabaloo friends returned to Dotty's kitchen for a wonderful Halloween celebration. Dotty made a pumpkin pie, and everybody thanked their friend, the Incy Wincy Spider. The Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sunshine and dried up all the rain. So Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the spout again. Oh, thank you, Incy Wincy Spider. And thank you, boys and girls, for joining us today for our story. Oh, Jingles, Bobbin, wasn't that a fun story? I hope you enjoyed the story too, boys and girls. Come back again soon for lots more stories, songs and adventures right here in the kingdom of Hullabaloo. But all that's left for me to say is, have a happy ever after of a day and a very happy Halloween. Bye bye everyone. Bye.